music be the food of love. Play on! Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again. It had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more! 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou! That notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical.
What country, friend, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, ma'am. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, when you and that poor number saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself, courage and hope both teaching him the practice, to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where, like Orion on the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfolded to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam. Well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, and nature as a name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late, for but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh a murmur, as you know what great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What she?
A virtuous maid, and daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died. For whose dear love they say she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
That I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I had made my own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit, no, not the duke's.
There is a fair behavior in thee. I prithee, conceal me what I am, and be my aid. For such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap? To time I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. yet living in my glass. Even such and so in favor was my brother. And he went, still in this fashion, color, ornament. For him I imitate.
Fabian?
The heart!
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a heart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. How now? What news from her?
So please your lordship, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid to return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view. But, like a cloistress, she will veiled walk and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting through sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother. Oh. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? When liver, brain, and heart, these sovereign thrones, are all supplied and filled, her sweet perfections with one self-king, away before me! To sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I am sure Pierre is an enemy to life.
Oh, by my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier in nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hour.
I let her accept before accepted.
Ah, but you must confine yourself within the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too. And they do not let them hang themselves in their own straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday, and of a foolish knight that you brought in one night to be her wooer.
Oh, Sir Andrew Aguechief.
I hear.
He's as tall a man as Eddie's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 a year, speaks 3 or 4 languages word for word without book, and hath all the good gifts of nature.
He's a fool. He's a great quarreler. And, but that he hath the gift of a coward to allay the gusts he hath in quarreling, 'tis thought among the prudent he would quickly have the gift of a grave.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and substractors that say so of him. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
with drinking healths to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. He's a coward and a cloistral who will not drink to my niece till his brains turn to the top like a parish cop. Black wench! Oh, Castiliano Volgo! For here comes Sir Andrew Egufe.
Sir Toby Bell, how now, Sir Toby Bell?
Sir Andrew!
Bless you, fair shrew.
Are you too, sir?
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Accost, I desire a better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary Accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
By my truth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you well, gentlemen.
And now let part so, Sir Andrew, when thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress? I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools at hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have, and here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. I pray you, bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore, sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Well, I can see that. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. But what's your jest?
A dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir. I have them at my fingers' ends. Marry! Now I let go your hand. I'm barren.
Oh, knight, thou lackst a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that I'd forswear it. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, dear knight?
What is pourquoi? To do or not to do? And would I had bestowed that time in the tongues that I have in fencing, dancing, and bear-baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts!
Then hadst thou had an excellent head of hair.
Why, would that have mended my hair?
Ask question, for thou seest it will not curl by nature.
But it becomes me well enough, does not?
Excellent. It hangs like flax on a distaff. And I hope to see a housewife take thee between her legs and spin it off.
Hey, not home tomorrow, Sir Toby. Your niece will not be seen. Or if she be, it's 4 to 1, she'll none of me. The Count himself here hard by woo, sir.
She'll none of the Count. She'll not match above her degree, neither estate, years, nor wit. I've heard her swear it. There's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer then. I'm a fellow with the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degree of my betters, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard, dear knight?
See, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton.
And I think I have the back trick simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore have these gifts a curtain before them? Why dost thou not go to church in a galliard and come home in a coranto? My very walk should be a jig, and I should not so much as make water, but in a sink apace. Is it a world to hide virtues in? I did think by the excellent constitution of thy leg that it was formed under the star of a galliard.
Aye, 'tis strong, and it does indifferent well in a flame-colored stock. Shall we set about some revels?
Let me see thee caper. Excellent.
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence, that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant in his favors?
No, believe me.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious, and thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is sensitive a woman's heart. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a marvel strife, where I woo myself would be his wife.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as a bristle may enter in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Let her hang me. One that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Make that good.
One shall see, none to fear.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or turned away. Is not that as good as a hanging to you? Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely. Do our best.
Wit, as be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools. And I that am sure I am lack thee may pass for wise. Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellow? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll know more of you.
The lady bade take away the fool. Therefore I say again, take her away.
Fool. I bade him take away you.
Good Madonna, give me leave to prove the fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. Good my mouse of virtue, answer me.
Well, fool. For want of other idleness, I'll abide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool!
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, fellow.
What think you, Malvolio? Doth the fool not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake her. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, speedy infirmity, the better increasing your folly. Sir Toby will be sworn I am no fox. He will not pass his word that you are no fool.
I'll say to that, Malvolio.
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw her put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, she's off her guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion her, she's gagged. I protest I take these wise men that crow so with these set kind of fools no better than the fool's zanies.
Oh! You are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and of free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannonballs. There is no slander in an allowed fool. though she do nothing but rail. Nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Good Madonna, thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desire to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a fair young man.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see how your fooling grows old and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest child should be a fool. Here he comes.
By mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman. What gentleman?
Why, 'tis a gentleman here! Plague of these pickled herring. How now, sir?
Good Sir Toby.
Cousin. Cousin! How have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Ay, Mary, what is he?
Let it be the devil and he will, I care not. Give me faith, sir. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draft of Bucky makes him a fool. The second, madman, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the coroner and let him sit, oh my cuz, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
He's but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He takes on him to understand so much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have foreknowledge of that too and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. And he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or
Of
not?
what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash he is before 'tis a peas cod, or a codling when 'tis almost an apple. 'Tis within standing water between man and boy. He's very well favored, but he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentleman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. Come, throw it o'er my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy. Oh! The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me, I shall answer for her. Your will.
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides it is excellently well penned. I have taken great pains to learn it. Movies, let me sustain no scorn.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Are you a comedian? My profound heart. And yet, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house? if I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain.
If you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to preserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and then show you the heart of my message.
Come to what is important, and I forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is the more like to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies the way.
Oh, good swabber, I am to hull here a little longer. Some mollification for your giant, sweet lady. Tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead, to your ears divinity, to any others profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it! It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one I was this present. Is't not well done?
Excellently done. If God did all.
'Tis in grains. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried and every particle and utensil labeled to my will. As item, 2 lips, indifferent red. Item, 2 gray eyes, with lids to them. Item, 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud.
Oh, but if you were the devil, you are fair.
My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense, though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it. Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Hallow your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, "Oh, Olivia, Olivia, oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me. You might do much." What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, and yet my state as well? I am a gentleman. Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me. I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love, make his heart of flint that you shall love. And let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentle man. Holy sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit do give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man. Oh no. Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What of Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Would I or not tell him I'll none of it? Desiring not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes I have not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hi, Malvolio!
Madam?
I will.
Do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force! Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be. And be this so.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived from hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains to have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance she will none of him. And one thing more, that you be never so hardy to come again in his affairs, unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it so.
I hold none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is, it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me.
eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. I am the man! If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise. Oh, I see thou, what a wickedness. How will this fetch? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day. What thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? Oh, time! Thou must untangle this, not I! It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew! Not to be in bed after midnight is to be up betimes, and Diluculo Sulgure thou knowest.
Nay, by my troth, I know not. But I know to be up late is to be up late.
A false conclusion! I hate it as an unfilled can. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early, so that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does not our life consist of the four elements?
Then so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Well, the scholar, let us therefore eat and drink.
Here comes the fool of fail.
Welcome, ass!
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I'd rather I had such a leg and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has.
Come on! Shall we rouse the night owl and the cats? Shall we do that?
Hey, lovely, let's do it! I'm a dog and a cat.
Why, sir, some dogs will catch well.
Most certain, let our cat be thou knave.
Should I be some knave knight? I shall be constrained, and it's called the knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Come, begin, for it begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
I could begin.
Hold my peace.
Hold my peace. Hold mercy.
Hold my peace.
Hold my peace.
I'm caterwauling. Do you keep here? If my lady has not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Killy valley, lady. There dwelleth a man in Malvolio.
The knight and apple fooling.
Right, he does well enough if he be disposed. And so do I too. He does it with better grace, but I do it more natural.
On the 12th day, the
My masters, are you mad or what are you? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty but to gather like figures at this time of night? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house and you squeak out your cobbler's catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing alive to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it will please you to take leave of her, she's very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart. It's time to be gone.
Yes, even
But
so.
I will never die. I go?
What if you do?
Shall I bid go and spare not?
Oh, no, you dare not!
Out of time, sir. You lie! Art any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous there shall be no more cakes and ale? Go, sir, rub your chain with crumbs. A stoop of wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor in anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by this hand.
I'll challenge him to field, and then break promise with him, and make a fool of him!
Do it, knight. I'll write thee a challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the counts was today with my lady, she's not out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a neighbor and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us. Possess us.
Devil of Puritan he is, the pop his ass, the best persuaded of himself, so crammed as he thinks with excellencies, that all that look on him love him, and on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love. Therein, by the shape of his legs, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead and complexion, he will find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell a device.
I have it in my nose, too.
He shall think by the letters that thou wilt draw that they come from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse will now make him an ass!
I don't know.
Ours will be animal!
Lord Royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. Oh, I will plant you where he shall find the letter. I'll observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed. And dream on the event.
If Sir Toby would leave drinking, thou wert as witty a piece of Eve's flesh as any in an area.
Peace, you rogue. No more of that. Farewell.
Poor me, she's a good wench.
She's a beagle, true bred. And what adores me? What of that?
I was adored once, too.
Then let's to bed, knight. Thou hast been sent for more money.
If I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
Send for money, knight. If thou hast her not in the end, call me cut.
And I do not. Never trust me. Take it how you will.
Come, I'll go learn some sack. It's too late to go to bed now. Come, knight. Come, knight.
Just give me some music. That piece of song. That old and antique song we heard last night. Methought it did relieve my passion much more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse?
She is not here, so please your lordship, that should sing it.
Who was it?
Festy the jester, my lord, a fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in.
Seek her out and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly, my life upon't. Young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is?
Of your complexion.
She's not worth thee, then. What years it been?
About your years, my lord.
Too old. By heaven! Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and won than women's are.
I think it's so, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, for thy affections cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, God! That song we had last night! Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain and dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
I prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let move in. Fly away, breath. I am slain by a fair woman. My shroud of white stuck on with you. Oh, prepare it. Oh, prepare it. My part of death. No one so true. Did share it. Did share it. Not a flower seed on my black coffin. Let it be strong. Let it be strong. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. 1,000 sighs to say, lay me away. That true love will never find my grace. Weep there.
There is for thy pains.
No pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I pray thy pleasure then.
And pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
The melancholy God protect thee.
Let the rest give place. Once more, Cesario, get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantities of dirty lands. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her, I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much, they lack retention. Alas, their love may be called appetite, no motion of the liver, but of the palate, that suffers surfeit, cloyment, and revolt. But mine is all as hungry as the sea, and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
What I know!
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we.
My father had a daughter, loved a man as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman. I should, your lordship.
What's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief.
Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet, I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no delay.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience? No. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know if you whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore it charges me in manners the rather to express myself. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, though I called myself Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that.
For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas the day!
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. But though I cannot with such estimable wonder overfar believe that, yet thus far I will boldly publish her. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion more mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Come my way!
Nay, outcome! Rather than the scruple of this force, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have the nastily rascally sheep fighter come by some notable shame?
I would exalt, man. You know, he turned me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we will fool him black and blue, shall we not, sir?
And we do not! It is a pity of our lives!
Oh no, my rebel India!
She all three into the box tree. Napoleon's coming down the walk. He has been yonder sun, practicing behavior before his own shadow. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. What's the name of Tuesday? Lie now. There. For here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me my lady did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near them. Should she fancy, it should be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on?
Here's an overweening rogue!
Please, contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him, how he jets under his advanced plume.
Slack to some beat the rogue.
Please, I say.
To be Count Malvolio. There is example for it. The lady of the Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Violent Jezebel! Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows in.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a day bed where I have left Olivia sleeping.
Fire and brimstone!
And then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would they should do theirs, to ask for my kinsman, Toby.
Bolts and shackles!
Seven of my people with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with my some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
From our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet preached!
I extended my hand to him thus, quenching my familiar smile with an austere regard of control, saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness!
Hey, patience, or we break the sinews of our plots!
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warned you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many to call me fool.
Have we here?
Now is the woodcock near the cheek!
Oh, peace! And the spirit of humor's intimate reading aloud to him.
By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of question her hand.
C's and U's and her T's, why that?
To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. Your sweet wax, soft, and the impressure her Lucrece, with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins him, liver and all!
Jove knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio, I may command what I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A riddle!
Oh, excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first let me see. Let me see.
As she dressed here!
I may command where I adore. Well, she may command me. I serve her, she is my lady. This is evident any form of capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And the end, what does that alphabetical position portend? If I can make that resemble something in me! Soft. M-O-A.
Oh, I make up that. He is now in a cold sense.
The hounds will cry upon it, for he is rank as a fox!
M. Malvolio. M. Why, that begins my name.
Not I say he would work it out.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as a former, and yet to crush this a little it would bow to me, for every one of these letters are in my name. Soft here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them. And to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slough and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered? I say remember. Go to. Thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate, unhappy. Daylight and open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance. I will be point device the very man. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings. She did praise my leg being cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to my love. And with a kind of injunction, drives me to these habits of her liking. I thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jehovah, my stars, be praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertains my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence, still smile, dear my sweet, I prithee. Job, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
Such another chance.
Nor I neither.
Oh, my noble gold-catcher.
Wilt thou set thy foot in my neck?
Nor I neither.
Shall I play my freedom and trade trick and become thy bond swell?
I think that
Thou hast put it in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true. Does it work upon him?
Like aqua meter with a midwife.
You will then see the fruit of the sport. Mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings and take a color she abhors. And cross-garter fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wits.
Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy music?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou of the church?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So, thou mayst say, the king lies by a beggar, if a beggar dwell near him.
You have said, sir, that to see this aid, a sentence is but a cheverel glove to a good wheat. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why?
Why, sir, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister one. But indeed, words are very rascals, since bonds disgrace them. Thy reason, troth, sir, I can yield you none without words, and words are grown so false, I am loath to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art merry and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir, I do care for something. But in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, sir, it would make you invisible. Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool? No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no father. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. I am indeed not her fool, sir, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does look about the horse like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool should be as often your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me, I'm a law with thee. There's expenses for thee.
Now Jove in his next commodity of hair send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee I'm almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
My lady is within, sir. I will concert of her whence you come, who you are, and what you would are out of my welkin. I might say element, but the word is overborne.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors. Wow.
Give me your hand, sir. My duty, madam, and most humble servant. What is your name? Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess. My servant, sir. Your servant to the Count Orsino, youth. And he is yours. And his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam. For him. I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me. Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you.
I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres. Give me leave. Beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me, you. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? So, let me hear you speak. I pity you. That's a degree to love. No, not agree. For 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. There lies your way, due west. Then westward, oh, stay! I prithee, tell me what thou thinkst of me. That you do think you are not what you are. If I think so, I think the same of you. Then think you right. I am not what I am. I would you were as I would have you be. Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool. Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario! By the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so that maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. My innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so,
Adieu, good master. Never more will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filet's steel, did spur me forth. And not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage, but jealousy what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
my kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks. And thanks. And ever thanks. And oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay, but were my worth, as is my conscience, firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would that you pardon me. I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, his galleys, I did some service, of such note indeed, that were I ta'en here, it could scarce be answered.
Belike you slew a great number of his people?
The offense is not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not, then, walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet, whiles you beguile the time, and feed your knowledge with viewing of the town. There shall you have me.
Why, I, your purse.
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy that you have desire to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle markets, sir?
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
No! Wait! No! Stay a jot longer! Thy reason, dear Venom! Give thy reason!
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Nay, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving than ever she bestowed upon me.
I saw to the orchard.
This was a great argument of love in her toward you.
Surely, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon the oaths of judgment and reason. She did show favor to the youth, only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you have let time wash off, and you are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of valor or policy.
And if be anyway, let it be by valor.
For policy I hate.
Why then build me thy fortunes upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, the Count's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can nor prevail with man's commendation of woman, than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will you ban and challenge to him? Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and brief. It is no matter how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Hold him with the license of ink, with as many lies as can lie in a sheet of paper. Go, about it.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him last, some 2,000 strong.
We'll have a rare letter of him, but you'll not deliver it.
Oh, there, trust me then, and by all means stir on the youth to an answer. I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together. For Andrew, if he were opened and you find as much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest of the anatomy.
It is opposite. The youth bears in his visage no great presage of cruelty.
If you will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yond gull, Malvolio, is turned heathen. He's in. And
cross-gunner!
Every point of the letter I come to betray him. You have not seen such a thing as 'tis. He does smile. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
After him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. There's Malvolio. He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come. For sure, the man is tainted in his wit.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he. If sad and merry madness equal me.
Sweet lady. Ho ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood of this cross-country, but what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true sonnet. Please one, please all.
How dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my leg.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee! Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio? Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanst thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What say'st thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings? And wish to see thee ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered.
Go to, thou art maid if thou desirest to be so.
Am I maid?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
This is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I've come to you. Goodbye. Oh, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarried, but I have of my dowry.
Oh ho! Do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. Put thyself into the trick of singularity. Mrs. Jones doing, and Joe made me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow! Not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow! When everything adheres together, not one dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance, what can be said? Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospects of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I is the doer of this. He is to be thanked.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? If all the devils of hell be drawn in, if the legion himself possess him, yet I'll speak to him.
Here he is. Here he is. How is't with you, sir? How is't with you, man?
Go off! I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off!
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have care of him.
Ah, that's so.
Go to, peace.
How do you, Malvolio? How is with you? What, man? Defy the devil. Consider it.
Do you know what you say?
La you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God, he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, and it shall be done. Tomorrow morning, if I live. My lady would not lose him for more than I'll say.
Now, mistress.
Oh,
Prithee, hold my peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
How dost thou chuck?
Sir!
I bid come with me. What, man? Is not for gravity to play a cherry pit with Satan?
get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers,
Oh
please.
no, I warrant you, he'll not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves! All. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
Is it possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction. This shall make him mad indeed.
We'll have him in a dark room and bow. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompts us to have mercy on him, at which time we will crown thee for a finder of madmen.
But see.
Here's the challenge, read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
It's so saucy.
This I warrant do, but
Give me youth! Whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
God!
for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note. This keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, and to exceeding good sense, lad.
I will waylay thee going home, or if it be thy chance to kill me, thou kill'st me like a rogue and a villain.
Still, you keep on the witty side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well. God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, and so look to thyself, thy friend, as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguchi. This letter moveth not, his legs cannot, I'll give it him.
You may have very good occasion for it. He's now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew! Scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum bailey. So soon as ever thou seest him, swear horrible, for it comes to pass oft that a terrible oath with a swaggering accent sharply twanged off gives manhood more approbation than proof itself could ever earn him. Away!
Let me alone for swearing. Oh, no!
Now will not I deliver his letter, for this letter being so excellently ignorant will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a clodpole. But I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Set upon Aguchi a notable report of valor, and drive the youth into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright the both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. You wait till he departs and presently after him.
I will meditate the while upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to uncherry out. There is something in me that reproves my fault. Such a headstrong, potent fault it is that it but mocks reproof. The same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's grief. Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture, refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny? That honor saved may upon asking give. Nothing but this, your true love for my master. How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you? I will acquit you. Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Save me!
And you, sir!
What defense thou hast betaken to it, of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thine interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be yar in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
Oh, you'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake you to your God. He is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced. 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre.
Oh, no!
Oh, now is his word. Give it or take it.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the man what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I'll do so. Fabien, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, do you know of this matter?
I know only the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal adventurement, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise to read him by his form, as you alone can find him in the proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him?
Why, my dear sir, I have not seen such a virago. They say he has been fencer to the Sophie.
What's the no not meddle with him?
Aye, but he will not now be pacified. Maybe he can scarce hold him yonder.
him out a slip, and I'll give him my horse, Grey Capulet.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on. This shall end without perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you.
I will make no peace with him if I can.
Oh, I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my metal.
I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him to use the devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him and pants and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Concern is still ready. He will fight with you for loathing. Mary, he had better be thought about his quarrel. If he finds that downstairs, be worth talking of. He protests he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God, defend me! A little thing would make me tell him how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you seem furious.
Come, sir, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you.
Pray God he keep his oath!
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
Oh, look now,
Put up your sword! If this gentleman has done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
you, sir! Why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Good Sir Toby, hold.
I'll be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up if you please.
Oh, very will I, sir. That I promise he'll be good as... He'll bury him easily and raise well.
Antonio!
You do mistake me.
No, sir, no job. I know your favor well.
We arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I will answer it. What will you do now that my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me here, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half from the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
But oh, how violent Cardinal proves this God! Thou hast, Sebastian, done good features shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None may be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauty is evil or empty trunks or forced by the devil.
Man grows mad. Away with him.
Come. Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true. Imagination, oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now tamed for you. He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my bless. Even such and so in favor was my brother. And he went still in this fashion, color, ornament,
His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend under necessity and denied, and for his cowardship, asked favour.
A coward. A most devout coward. Religious in it.
Slay all after him again and beat him!
Do! Cuff him soundly!
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money including nothing yet.
Will you make me believe I am not sent for you?
Go to. Thou art a fool. Let me be clear of thee.
No, I do not know you. Nor I am not sent here by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor your name is not Master Cesario. Nor this is not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. He has heard that word of some great man and now applies it to a fool. Tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
On my troth, thou hast an open hand.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you!
Why, there's for thee. And there. And there. Are all the people mad?
Come on, sir! Or I throw your dagger over the house! Come on, sir!
Hey, let him alone! I'll have an action of battery against him if they're beating Lord Illyria. Though I struck him first, yet it's no matter for that.
Let go thy hand.
Come, sir, I will not let you go.
I will be free from thee. What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy blade.
What? What? Nay then, I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Oh, Toby! My life I charge thee.
God, madam!
Will it be ever thus? Out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Root me, be gone. So prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion, sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go. Do not deny. What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense in leafy steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep. Nay, come, I prithee, would thou'st be ruled by me. Madam, I will. Oh, say so, and so be.
I prithee, make him believe thou art Sir Topus the curate. Do it quickly.
To him, Sir Topus!
What ho, I say! Peace in this prison!
Who calls there?
Sir Topus the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topus, good Sir Topus, Go to my lady!
Thou diabolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Sir Topus, there was never man thus abused. Good Sir Topus, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Why, thou dishonest Satan! Sayest thou that the house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topus!
Why, it has bay windows, as transparent as barricado.
And the glass doors toward the south, not as lustrous as ebony.
And yet, complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topus. I say to you, this house is dark.
And thou errest! I say there is no darkness, but ignorance!
And I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused.
Fare thee well! Remain now still in darkness.
Sir Topus! Sir Topus!
I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I wouldn't work, for I am now so far at a fence with my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety this sport to the upshot. To it in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him.
Hey, Robin, Johnny Robin, tell me how my lady does.
Fool!
My lady is a comforting.
Fool!
Unless why is she so?
Fool, I say!
Another. Who calls, huh?
Good fool! As thou wilt ever deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool!
Alas, sir, how fell you besides your fine wits?
Fool, there was never man thus wronged. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, then you are mad indeed if you be no better in your wits thou fool.
They have here propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say. The minister is here.
Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble-babble.
Sir Topus?
Maintain no work with him, good fellow.
Who, I, sir? Not I, sir. God be with you, good Sir Topus.
Marry, amen.
I will, sir, I will.
Fool! So ink, paper, and light, and convey what I will set down to my lady.
I will help you to it. But tell me true, are you not mad indeed?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll ne'er believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light, and paper, and ink.
I will requite it in the highest degree. And prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir. And anon, sir, I'll be with you again in a trice like to the old vice your need to sustain, who with dagger flat in his rage and his wrath cries aha to the devil like a mad lad. Pare thy nails, dad. Adieu, good man devil.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where is Antonio then? I could not find him with the elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit, that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason, that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twere so, she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's perceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. You mean well. Now go with me into the chantry by, and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace.
I'll go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true, then lead the way. And heavens so shine that they may barely notice this act of mine. This is the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what was but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft brought me hither. That most ungrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I redeem. A rack past hope he was, his life I gave him, and to dare to add my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the danger of this adverse town, drew to defend him when he was beset, where, being apprehended, his false cunning taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, denied me my own purse, which I had recommended to his use not 1/2 hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, no interim, not 1 minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more of that anon. Here comes the Countess, now heaven walks on earth.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam! Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario, good, my lord? A lord would speak, my duty hushes me. If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithless offerings hath breathed out, that ere devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not have had a heart to do it? Like to the Egyptian thief at point of death, kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this. Since you to non-regardance cast my faith, and that I partly know the instrument that screws me from my true place in your favor, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom by heaven I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye, where he sits crowning in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the land that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most jocund apt and willingly to do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die. Where goes Cesario? After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign, you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I mean detested? How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long?
Wait.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband! Stay!
Husband?
Husband! Can he that deny?
Her husband, Sirrah.
No, my lord, not I.
O thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest!
Oh, do not swear! Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear!
For the love of God, a surgeon, send one presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter?
Has broke my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too! For the love of God, your help!
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
Odds likely, here he is!
My Cesario!
You broke my head for nothing! And that I did not set on to do with my Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be hard if you have heard me, here comes Sir Toby halting, you shall hear more. And if he had not been in drink, they would have tickled you other gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen, how is with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on't. Did you see the surgeon?
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby, an hour agone.
I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who hath made this havoc with them?
I hope Sir Toby because we'll be dressed together.
Will you come? An asshead, a coxcomb, a knave, a thin-faced knave, a dog.
Get him to bed, and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam, I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard on me, and by that I can perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, even for the vows we made each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio! How have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple-clefting tube is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother. Nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What name, what parentage? Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us. A spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, which from the womb I did participate. Were you a woman, as the rest goes, even I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola. My father had mold upon his brow, and so did mine, and died that day when Viola from her birth had known her 13 years. Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years. But this, my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance, place, time, and fortune do cohere and jump that I am thou. So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. But nature, to her bias, drew in that you would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived, for you are betrothed both to maid and man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. And if this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul, as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Your master quits you, and for your service done him so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
You have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Write from it if you can in hand or phrase, or say 'tis not your seal, not your invention. You can't say none of this. Well, grant it then, and tell me in the modesty of honor why you have given me such clear rights of favor. Bade me come smiling and cross-guarded to you, to put on yellow stockings and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting this in an obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest and made the most notorious gabbing, gall, and air invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess, much like the character, but out of question, 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me it was she first told me thou wast mad. Thou camest in smiling, and in such forms, which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee, but when we know the grounds and the authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good, madam, hear me speak. And let no quarrel nor no brawl to come taint the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at. In hope it shall not. Most freely I confess, myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts we have conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How it was followed with a sportful malice may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude. Do you remember, madam, why laugh you at such a barren rascal? And you smile not, she's gagged. And thus the whirligig of time brings on his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you!
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario come, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
Strive